Okay, I have not been sleeping, as you can tell. It is, I think, after 2. Yep, 2:30. Some of you may know that I had a pretty rough week. And I kind of fell into a dark hole. And I want to personally thank everybody who thought of me and reached out. And I'm sorry that I didn't say anything. Or if I worried you, I am okay. I needed to rest and be with the Lord. And, but during that time, he guided me to build my website that I just posted. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, it is the number 12justified.com. 12 means a lot to me. Numerology is my thing. And actually, he put it on my heart to read. Well, it all kind of rolled, but it ended me in 2 John, which is the loving truth. And I'll post a picture with that. No colors today, so it's kind of hard to see. 2 John, loving truth. But verse 12. Although I have many more subjects I'd like to discuss with you, I'd rather not include them in this letter, but I look forward to coming to visit and speaking with you face to face, for being together will complete our joy. And it's funny that that is written because of the fact that I just published my website, and I have a calendar on there to where people will be able to request me to come in and speak or do one-on-ones. As of right now, it is free will contribution. I am not expecting anyone to pay for my testimony. It brings me peace just doing the Lord's work. So I'm not asking for anything. That's where I'm kind of having some hiccups as far as getting that on there, because I can't figure out a way to get a price or a time taken off, because I did put on there that I'm willing to do one-on-ones or groups or actual public speaking. So the fact that he gave this to me after I published my website is a blessing, because I know that I'm listening to what he's telling me, and I'm ready for it. So this whole moving thing is just, it sucks, but it's a stepping stone, because I'm going to start traveling and I'm going to start spreading his word. Like I said, I signed up to go to Vietnam. I want to go to Israel, and I have hopes to go to India, depending on where my life is at that point in time. But getting back to 2 John, it's about the loving truth, the loving, living truth. When you have that within yourself, and you push that out to others, when you give them that love and that joy and that grace and the mercy and the peace, when you give that to others, that is when you have the Father and the Son within you. So, verse 3, it says, God our Father and Jesus Christ, his Son, will release to us overflowing grace, mercy, and peace, filled with true love. I was delighted and filled with joy when I learned that your children are constantly living in the truth. But I want to say one thing. That is huge, and I don't like it, but it's in his word, so I'm going to look into it. Anyone who wanders away and does not remain faithful to the teachings of Christ has no relationship with God, but those who remain in the teaching of Christ have a wonderful relationship with both the Father and the Son. But if anyone comes into your fellowship claiming to be a true believer, yet doesn't bring the teaching, you are not to consider him a fellow believer, nor should you welcome him into your homes. For if you welcome him as a believer, you will be partnering with him in his evil agenda. I'm working on that one because to me, I don't judge. That is one thing that I have learned not to do, is judge. So, and it's hard sometimes. It really is. I had somebody walk up to me the other day that I haven't seen. I used to babysit for her kids. Haven't seen her in years. And she says, and I quote, "What the hell were you thinking being in those waters with your kids?" And right before she said those words, she came up to me and gave me a hug and said, "I am so sorry." And the only thing that I could do in that moment was take a step back and walk away. And I just kept repeating over and over in my head, "Forgive her, Lord, for she knows not what she does." The same thing that Jesus said right before he died for us on the cross. And that's so fitting as we begin our journeys into Lent before Easter, because he says, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." And that's something that I have to say to myself a lot when you run into people, but you also need to learn to love on them, and that's why it says when you push it out unto others, that mercy and that grace and that peace and that joy, you truly have the living, loving truth of our Father and his Son within you. But to sum it all up, as he said, I'd rather not include them in this letter, but I'd like to meet you face to face. And I truly believe that, especially to the Weight Watchers community. There are many, many people who I've come to know personally, and there will be a day where I will come off of that platform of social media, and I would hate to lose all of the support that I've received from them. And I truly do want to meet everybody face to face. May not remember your name, but I'll remember your face. And to me, that's everything. And I just love looking into the faces of all of God's beautiful children and just thinking, what's special in you? Because that's what he did. He made us all unique. And I was blessed to meet somebody today that has the most beautiful soul, and it's amazing. It truly is amazing. God is amazing. But I wanted to share this photo with you that I drew, and hope that you understand. 2 John is very short and sweet, so if you don't know it, you can read it real quick. And I hope to meet you face to face soon.